Hello and welcome to a new campaign. Yes, after quite a long hiatus I've decided to start up yet another mega campaign. In this campaign, which I have dubbed In My Image, we will be playing as the Bayads up in Mongolia. What will we be doing, you might ask? Well, what any good Mongol should do, conquer the entire world. We will deviate slightly from the usual Mongol strategy here of demanding tribute, and instead we will be going another direction. Yes, the aim of this campaign is to burn down the entire world. Yep, you heard right. The entire world. And when that is done, you might think to yourself that there isn't much left for a mega campaign, but there you are wrong. When we have the entire world here, we're going to rebuild it. Yes, indeed. We're going to start out from scratch, tribalize with nothing, and work our way up to feudal society. And during this period of turbulence, I believe that many nations will try to rebel and break away from the great Mongol Empire. And my aim is to try to keep them in line. So, when an eventual conversion is done to EU4, do not fret. The world will be as interesting as a default start date, or if not more interesting than a default start date. To facilitate this, I have a very small mod enabled. I made it myself. It's mainly for the second part of this campaign, when we have conquered the entire world. If I manage to conquer the entire world, who knows? Maybe things will... I don't know. Like, I have a hard time imagining that I wouldn't be able to conquer the entire world, but there is a reason for certain game rules that were added. For example, the nomadic stability might throw a few pins in my wheels, as I have set it to the default unstable. I actually designed this game rule. It's not the most advanced of game rules, it just kind of slows down expansions for nomads. But there's not very large risk for Mongol horde, like the specific Mongol horde, to lose vassals this way. Oh, and here are the game rules I'm going to be running with. So, mostly default, no Aztecs, I don't like them. There will be defensive pacts and shattered retreat to try to slow me down. Otherwise, with no defensive pacts, this is just a cakewalk. I will go with restricted, the Your Drift, just because it's my personal preference, and I combine it with this one, the 50 years instead of 100 years. The Dior requirement will be required, which means that any titles that are held by characters that hold no Dior land in the area will be forfeit. Nomad stability, unstable. Culture conversion will be restricted. Not that there will be much culture left after we burn down the entire world. No, it will be pretty Mongol, I would say. And I also have the diplomatic range, so it's restricted. This is just a personal preference, because it means that there aren't as many silly inheritances and stuff. Otherwise, it's just titles named after dynasties I've set off, because I prefer to see the name of the title. This is, for example, like why you see the Arabian Empire here instead of the Abbasids. And it also makes for a nicer conversion to EU4. And EU4 is going to be extremely fun to play, because we have... well, if you didn't know, I actually work at Paradox, and I've been there for almost 2 years now, and during the time I've been there, I've spearheaded the Converter Improvement project, I dubbed it, and therefore you have stuff like development being converted to EU4. So it was me and a few programmers and some scripters that took a few weeks and just improved it, so it's more fun. And I had no ulterior motives with it at all. I did not want this campaign to be awesome. Well, it's an added bonus, you know. Anyway, I'm going to start this conquest. It's been a while since I played Mongols, but I started out my career at Paradox by playing Horse Lords, so playing and testing Horse Lords rather. So I know them pretty well, and I know they are disgustingly overpowered as well, which is why I have no doubt that we'll be able to take over the entire world and burn it. The first route of expansion we have is to go through the other tributaries of our overlord, the Ugyurs. This is the Kyrgyz. We'll try to take on them and then work our way through the Arctic Circle, through Yugra and Perm, until we have enough prestige to pretty much do whatever we like. I've also buffed the number of clans you can have, because I don't want to conquer the entire world and have 9 clans. So it's up to, I think I set it to 20 or 25. But I will not game the system by having, you know, lots of small weak clans. Rather, I will follow the cap as it is set and prefer to have larger contiguous vassals. So anyway, we have one child here. I'm not sure if I should send him out to be a mercenary. I seem to not be able to because I'm too weak, so that answers that question for me. He is incredibly shit with 0 martial. Let's find ourselves a wife. Alright, we have only low-born women, so I think we should instead go towards a more concubinage path. That should fill up the ranks nicely. And we want business focus, so we can expand our coffers a little bit. They are fairly empty, and they will not increase much. 0.01 gold. Let's go for... Actually, none of these are gonna be fulfilled, I think. But let's go with Exalted Among Men. Whatever, really. And, oh, I can marry my son to my half-sister. Yeah, absolutely. That will not lower his prestige. And that's all that matters, really. And I get a nice 150 prestige for that. And I have no one to marry, so I will stay unmarried for a while. I'm running with all DLCs, by the way. If you didn't already know. Oh, I don't even have characters enough to fill up my Steward and Diviner slot. Which, in all fairness, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we are nomads, after all. It's improved relations with the Ugyur. Doesn't really matter. This does really not matter. We can worship the ancestors. Let's do that. Also, this is what we're aiming for right now. Become the greatest of Khans. We need 35 count titles and 1,500 prestige. Yep, this is what we're going for. Preferably we will be taking this decision with someone who is fairly young in order to keep the bonus around for longer. As you can see, there's a quite hefty morale of armies boost. And we'll go for a warhorse. Let's name it Dragon. That's cool. Let's worship the ancestors. And I believe this is made by some of my colleagues at work. I believe this one can give you lovers, this one will give you commanders, and this one gives you learning, which I simply do not need. Commanders, I'm not so sure. Do I need commanders? Yeah, I do need commanders. So let's guide my sword in battle here. Also, let's give out some titles to my son to boost his prestige. I don't think I can stack any more titles on him. No, unfortunately not. And why are you an advisor? Well, because you're obviously crap. Well, that's fine. As for religion, I'm not sure if I will really care. Like, Mongols don't really care, and they're quite tolerant in their mass murdering way. You know, it doesn't matter if you're another religion as long as you heed the orders of the Khan or Kagan. Anyway, we'll be going for this guy. He has 500 levies. I'm not sure if we should attack him right off the bat. Light Rider hordes. These are the hordes we want. So we might want to stack up some manpower. Alright, we're declining in manpower right now. That's actually not that good. We're increasing in population. Alright, let's simply unpause for a while and hope that these guys attack Yugra or someone. Should I offer up my my flesh and blood? Yeah, actually I don't really mind. This is usually not that dangerous. And also, now we look like a cool pirate. Ah, his eyes are full of concern as he offers to take care of me and nurse me back to health. Oh, that isn't very lovely. And he gives me bad care. No, now there's an actual risk of me dying. I don't think so. This usually passes within a few months. Alright, so we get some preachers to ransom. If they want to be ransomed. No. Let's just chop his head off. Ah, sufficiently gruesome death, don't you say? Anyway, I've actually gotten a new microphone. I used to run with a headset, so I got a lot of mic popping all the time. This sound is a bit more... I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like got a slight echo to it, but at least I don't have to edit it as much. So I'm hoping this is fine. Because I was tired of using that really crappy headset I got, so this will hopefully suffice. Alright, we lost severely injured and got scarred, which is more prestige for us. As you can see here, 0.1 prestige. Not bad at all actually. Right, so they have 3 provinces. And ideally we want to subordinate them, which requires quite a hefty amount of prestige and a population of 50% of our maximum. We could also humiliate, but I'm not sure if that is a good idea, to be honest. What we could do is test the waters, so to speak, by raiding. If they attack us and we win, then we can counterattack. If we lose, then it doesn't really matter. We can just retreat back and lick our wounds. And we'll get some money for it. Alright, so. It's incredibly even. I think I will go for the better general here and then have me here. Let's see. Morale defense, morale damage. Oh, this is so fine. Let's hope we win. Oh, and we won! This, my friends, mean that we can counterattack. Fortunately, we cannot subordinate, but we can. Yeah, we should conquer a province. And I think called in the Uyghurs. Yep. That's bad. That's why we must rush them. We must quickly go here and defeat them. And oh, another son. Lovely. Let's set him to struggle immediately, because that's what we do out here in the steppes. Here we go, and assault it down, and 100%. Here we go. We have expanded our realm by a measly 1, but still. Oh yeah, another thing I modded is that I took out the possibility for nomads to create regular kingdoms and empires, because that usually messes things up. And I don't want my vassals to start, like, stacking a million weird kingdoms, and you know how it turns out if you've ever played a nomad, so I will handle that for them when the time comes, with a special decision that you will probably love. It's, well, I'll actually keep that decision a secret, for now. Well, let's let time pass here. We might, should we break a truce? We will lose all our prestige, which is really bad. It would give us a border with these guys. Yeah. We can also subjugate Yugra, I suppose. And let us build something in our capital. We should go for something cheap that gives a high yield. So I'm thinking maybe a shrine. No, that's too expensive. A horse breeder. Or maybe... We will not be going for horse archers. We will be going for almost exclusively light cavalry for this one. Yes. Let's go for horse breeder. It's very nomadic to have a horse breeder. Right, we're almost up to the level where we can have another army. That's when we will be starting to go for light cavalry. And eventually we will also replace our 2 starting units, but for now it's too risky. Ah, nice. My grandchild is not inbred. That's always positive. Let's see if there's any... okay. No, there are no actual dynastic brides we can get here, so... Except for a 0-year-old little Ugran from a country we want to attack. Yep. That would be horrible if we accidentally got a non-aggression pact with them. Alright, so you have 500 men plus whatever your vassals have, but they are usually no match for us. Nomads are simply too powerful. What can really get to us in this area is the winter attrition, which can eat our armies right up. If this guy would die, that would be ideal. Alright, so it looks like Charlemagne has actually managed to best his brother and has united the Francias, but if he creates the empire or not, who knows. For my purposes, it would be fine if he created the empire. That would mean 1 subjugation instead of many. Anyway, there's quite a while to go until then. Ah, we have a steward. The steward will oversee construction here. Alright, we will continue raiding. We can keep these troops at bay. And we can also perhaps get some hostages to ransom for money. Let's see here. There's not much loot here, but it's something. Victory! We looted 0 gold! Fantastic! Nomads are so rich. Oh well, we can stand here and loot a little bit, but then let's head back. Alright, now it's time for our 3rd regiment. We'll slowly build up. Let's go and kill them again. I am mean like this. Alright, let's go for just. Why would you go for arbitrary? Yes, nice new... significantly more powerful army. Can it take on Ugar though? I am unsure. But... like, the alternative is to go for one of these, but they will probably band together, because I believe subjugation is religious in the way that they can call in their allies. And for the Ugrans here, it would at most mean that Perm would join. And I have a nagging feeling that I'm going to really wipe the floor with these guys, so let's try it. Oh, and we can call in allies. Let's see if our overlord will join. Nope. Right, so what we need to do here is to avoid attrition and try to have them attack us. Or for us to really catch them off guard like that. I'm unsure if we should assault, even though I know it's fine, but we don't really have that many reinforcements, so perhaps we shouldn't. This is Narim. Oh, it's them! Let's actually wipe their puny 60-man stack. There we go. So, my guess is that they are gathering up like a 1,000-man army, which shouldn't matter. Alright, let's let them attack us. And our... I think it's better not to have one. Can we get a commander? Yeah. Alright, that guy is amazing. Yep, this looks great. Actually, let's do a little switcheroo here. Have the horse archers on the flanks. Let's hope that this works. And... oh, yes! Ha! It worked! This is even easier than I thought it would be. Well, nomads are incredibly powerful, so I suppose that's it. And now we can attack their army here again, and I'm not sure, are we at 75% from battles? No, we're at 66% from battles. That's perfect. That means we can win with this battle. 99%, and now, okay. Unfortunately, my math was off by 1 single percent, so let's see if we can assault. Oh, yeah, it's ours. Now comes the interesting part here, because we want to get rid of this guy, but we can't revoke anything, right, because we have a truce. So we need to imprison him, which will most likely fail. Let us load up our troops here first, with morale. Ah, we got a defensive pact. That's interesting. Actually, should we just kill these guys? Alright, we can settle as a tribe, but we don't want to do that. Alright, so if we attack you... oh, that's fine. Let's go and do that. This will be an easy one assault war. There we go. And we win. Now we have another clan that wants land. The question is, do we want our capital here or over here? Currently this land is way better than this northern polar circle crap. So let's make a new clan in Tura. Tura. So we got Mengu Timur, and you, sir, going on the council, yes. Perfect, do you want a blood oath? Yes, you do. Alright, so now we want to get rid of Chief Nalka of Yugra. So let's do a fail imprisoned. Actually, we can try to improve our odds, because that would make it easier if we just succeeded. No, we did not succeed. Let's go and kill. And call in our new clan. Who has 500 men? Sure, go and marry. Don't like that you tank your own prestige though, but whatever. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Why are we hostile? No, sorry, that was not us. That's the... Why are you hostile? Mengu Timur Conquest of Ket. Oh, our vassal immediately attacked Kyrgyz, and, well, they shouldn't have. Easy as that, they shouldn't have. Ah, we caught them. Perfect. Let's simply siege down their capital. This won't take long. Oh, our overlord. Nah. I mean, we're gonna have to take care of them eventually. Right now they are weak, but their clans are probably strong. Yeah, look at that one. So we need to load up with more manpower. Yes, indeed. We need all of it. And therefore we need to burn all of these tribes. Burn them to the ground. And since one of the later updates, that's easier than ever. Because you can automate the process. Or actually, the process is automated by default. And I was actually the one that made that, because I didn't like having to manually pillage everything. So I hope there are no issues with it, because then I have to be ashamed. Alright, I'm not the center leader, so let's go for... Actually, speed is of the essence in this step, even though it makes you slightly worse. I just like being able to maneuver quicker through this inhospitable land. 69. Very suggestive. Hopefully we can catch them when they are in this province. Oh, we can't even siege this province. That's unfortunate, but we can defeat their armies. Our first child is 6 years old. Let's put you to struggle, along with everyone else. 100%. There we go. And now when we have him in prison, we can revoke a title, which is gonna be the High Chieftain of Yugra. And then we're gonna execute him. Because that means his titles are divided among his children. And now we can start revoking them. So, a maybe from Narim. Let's try them. Ah, lovely. Let's burn this. Pillage. Now we definitely have gold enough to start building more holdings. Or more buildings in our capital. Let's go for wrestling. Let's go for you next. Chieftain of Cantia. Oh, you're a no? If you're a no, then we will park on your capital and kill you. Actually, they had too much of a garrison there, so we need to let them raise their troops. Yeah, that's true. Alright, clans want more land. How much land do you want? 2 out of 2 clans. Need to hand out 1 county. We will give you Narim. There you go, sir. Mengu Timur. I will try to place my vassals in such a way that they form coherent kingdoms later on in the game, so I will give them whole duchies if possible, but until then I am predicting the fact that I will have to put down quite a few revolts. The simple reason that nomads are insane, they revolt all the time, which they should. That's kind of their thing. Alright, so you, we will imprison you. And you raised your flag in rebellion, raise your troops, perfect. Now we can siege down your capital. Because with the troops out of the way, there's no possible way out for you. Should I be kind or cruel? I am already kind, so whatever. I'm nice. That's why I'm burning down all of these tribes. Right, I will revoke this from you. And I will just put you out of your misery. Ah, that's lovely. Such a suitable death. Right, let's pillage. Then I suppose you can have this. Cantia. And now for you. You're a no. Let's simply kill your army then. Stop you in your tracks. Alright, little Orbe Bayad. For girls, I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I like them living longer, so martial educations give health. And, well, but I usually go for thrift. Let's go for struggle. Everyone struggles in the steppe. Alright, let's see. How are things going over here? Sogdiana has expanded into nomad territory, which they will probably lose because of nomad agitation, another feature that I made, because I didn't like the fact that the steppe became feudal all the time. How are Kasaria doing? You are in decline, I think. You have expanded slightly, but oh well. By the way, we got a nickname, the Bane of Yugra. That's another piece of flavor I added, because I love nicknames. Mongols have the coolest nicknames, because they are Mongols and they are cool. Stop them. Let's go and take them out. Another one for the shopping block. Nowadays I execute way more than I used to. Because you get these insane death screams, courtesy of Kuma-kun back at work. Or Metal Björn, as we call him. Another weakling. You can go and be a priest. For you, I care not. Really build a fort over there? Really? call in our vassal, which will intercept them. Hopefully, at least. Oh no, did you die? Well, I'll put you on the council instead. Wow. Oh, well, you're a marshal. Let's change your council position to that of the marshal. There you go. Have you trained some warriors back home? Oh, and this guy is actually not bad. Let's get some culture. Go for hunting parties? No, that's horse archer offensive. I don't need that right now. Better save up the money in case I need some emergency mercenaries or something. Everyone struggles, except if you're weak. Who are you? You're just a random courtier? Yeah, sure. I'll go to your chambers. Turkestan. What are you doing? Okay. Ugyr is attacking them. No, we'll simply decline this. No alliance breaking for declining when you're a tributary. Alright. Things are done here. And we are his heir, so let's just execute him. There we go. Alright, let's pillage some holdings. There we go. And should we create a new clan? No, we don't have the power to do so yet. Sibir. There you go. Take Mansia. Yamalia. And we'll keep the rest. This looks ugly, but it's just temporary. Alright, we can get another piece of light cavalry. Get over here and... some more prestige for me. Oh no! This is a thing that happens out in the steppe. You don't really get any court physicians unless a random like court physician missionary finds you. Alright, so we can worship the ancestors again, and I will wait a slight while before doing that. Do we have any prisoners to sacrifice? Oh no, we don't. Actually, let's worship the ancestors. Let's wish for glory in battle and sacrifice. Is this my lover? No, that's not the woman I tumble with. There you go. Take this soul. It will serve you well in the afterlife. Oh, nice. The rash was nothing more than just a rash. Let's take... If we have any... Oh! We have some army levies. From a holding that doesn't even exist. Go away. Alright. We have 749 prestige. Unfortunately, we cannot take an entire duchy here. But we can connect our lands. So let's take Ershis. Yes. This will also be an easy battle, because we can just get this down. And 100%. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to keep it ourselves because of clans wanting more land. Now we can have 3 clans, but I will wait a second. Mengutimer, my friend, you get Mansia. There you go. Alright, well, this is the end of the first episode. Hopefully the first episode of many. And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 provinces. We only need 25 more and a whole bunch of prestige to become the legendary Genghis himself. Alright, I hope this tickled your fancy, and I'll see you in the next episode.